In our previous video, we explored the profound foundational teachings of the Buddha, the Four Noble Truths. We discovered that the root cause of our suffering lies within ourselves, particularly in our desire and attachment to worldly pleasures. This attachment leads to pain, frustration, sickness, and an endless cycle of suffering. Today, we will delve deeper into the Buddhist perspective on how conflict arises. According to Buddhism, all kinds of conflict begin with our thoughts. To understand how our thinking becomes the root cause of conflict, we need to grasp the concept of the conditioned mind. The conditioned mind refers to the way our thoughts are shaped by socially accepted beliefs and truths. Throughout history, human beings have developed conceptual thinking and language as tools to understand and communicate our experiences. As social beings, our minds are inevitably influenced by the assumptions and interpretations prevalent in our society. We live in constructed worlds with certain patterns of identity, beliefs, values, and norms that provide a framework for our meaningful experiences. We embrace a particular perspective that includes worldviews, cultural values, political ideologies, religious doctrines, and ethical norms to construct our reality and find meaning in life. While this social conditioning is necessary for us to make sense of the world, it can also be problematic. The fundamental issue with the conditioned mind is our tendency to absolutize our own perspective. Once we establish a particular frame of reference and believe it to be complete and universal, we start perceiving the world through fixed and unchanging attributes. This rigid way of seeing restricts our awareness and limits our ability to understand and engage with different viewpoints. When we become dogmatic about our own views and exclude others, conflict arises. Extreme attachment to our beliefs can lead us to reject other perspectives, values, and even people who are different from us. We may feel threatened, angry, or even develop hatred towards those who hold different frames of reference. This can justify discrimination and injustice and hinder effective communication and understanding. Now that we understand that our thinking is the root cause of conflict, let's explore how we can resolve it. The first step towards conflict resolution is to disentangle ourselves from this conditioned thinking through reflection. This is where mindfulness comes into play as a practical method for resolving conflict. Mindfulness involves training our minds to focus on a specific object of thought while letting go of other thoughts and emotions. Through mindfulness, we observe whatever arises in our consciousness without getting caught up in our habitual patterns. We become aware of our internal states such as feelings, emotions, thoughts, and attitudes. Instead of being controlled by these patterns, we develop the ability to analyze and reflect upon them. Practicing mindfulness creates space in our minds to expand our awareness beyond socially constructed assumptions and habits of thinking. We begin to recognize the role of our mental and emotional patterns in shaping our perception of reality. We realize that our experiences are not solely determined by external events, but by the attitudes, understanding, feelings, and reactions we bring to those events. By monitoring our minds and controlling our emotions, we gain a deeper insight into the nature of reality and can address the negative feelings and dogmatism that arise from rigid conditioning. Our conceptual thoughts and frames of reference serve as lenses through which we view and interpret the world. It is essential to correct any misunderstandings that lead to conflict and violence. While exchanging information and opinions is crucial in conflict resolution, it is even more important to change the cognitive structure that influences how we understand and interpret information. By disassociating ourselves from fixed perspectives and embracing a contemplative practice, we awaken to the interconnected and interdependent nature of reality. We realize that our conceptual thoughts shape our reality and that exploring more positive and constructive values and perspectives can lead to peace and harmony. In conclusion, conflict arises from our conditioned thinking, but we have the power to resolve it through mindfulness and reflection. By disentangling ourselves from rigid beliefs and embracing a more open-minded approach, we can transform our understanding of reality and foster understanding and compassion for others.